So tonight we're going to be talking about the best team builds and partners for the physical LR Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. Now, the reason why I'm recording this is because later tonight, during part 3 of the 10th anniversary, the Purunga Wishes will be available, and you are able to get a copy of any of the anniversary LRs for free. A lot of people might actually choose this Gohan, and honestly, this guy is really cool, so I completely get it. Now, we're going to be talking about what he looks like on his own team and a bunch of different other teams that he could, I think, succeed very well on. In terms of his kit, there are some category allies you need to make sure you have, but it's not really tough. Just to preface everything going on, in his intro animation, he does need either another full power ally or another Android Cell Saga ally. If you're running him as a leader, that includes himself, right? Beyond that, he does want a Kamehameha category ally from turn 5, that way he could use his active skill. But again, that's also not really a difficult restriction either. So overall, not really tough to use this guy on the best teams in the game. And I think, as long as you meet one of those conditions, this guy will be able to succeed on many different setups. So let's hop right in and talk about his first team. So the first team for this guy is his own team, the full power category. He gives full power category allies key 4 and 220% to HP attack and defense. One of the better leader scope boosts that we have available as a 220% leader. And honestly, the full power team has gone a lot of help recently, a lot of really strong characters. And first and foremost, again, you want to make sure we have some Kamehameha allies. If we go ahead and scroll down, Namagoku is actually a pretty good ally. This Super Saiyan 2 into Gohan, I think those two work really well for this guy. Beast Gohan, not Beast Gohan, sorry, the family Kamehameha Gohan. Like, there's just a few of these Kamehameha characters I think really stand out above the rest in terms of this guy and meeting those specific requirements, right? Now, this team is interesting because there's no Gogeta, there's no Vegito. A lot of these, other characters don't really fit here. Another character that can work on this team very well, actually, is the Goku Frieza card. Goku and Frieza, they're actually on the Kamehameha team because of the Goku side. And Frieza does give a 77% attack and defense buff to Battle of Fate, which this Gohan fits, this Goku fits, this Gohan fits, this guy does not. And they do fit, of course, themselves. So you can kind of mix and match things around here. I think there's a lot of interesting combinations. You could have a Blue Evolution Vegeta on the team. You are able to put, let's say, I'm trying to think of the other character, AGL Jiren, right? Maybe you don't have that Gohan, but you have AGL Jiren. AGL Jiren is actually a pretty decent option. Again, doesn't have to be Kamehameha, of course. You just want to make sure the team has a good amount of those characters. Just kind of filled out on the team. STR Blue Evolution Vegeta, I think, honestly, Beast Gohan, he's a must you have to run. If you have Beast Gohan, he's very essential to this team as a slot 1 character. This Super Saiyan 2 Gohan can sit in slot 1, but he's not really the best. I mean, a build like this should be pretty good. So you have Super Saiyan 2 Gohan plus Namagoku and Super Saiyan 2 Gohan plus Beast Gohan. Then you can kind of float around whoever you want between, this guy right here, Blue Evolution, the family Kamehameha unit. This character is also not a bad option if you're in the short event content. This guy could actually do some pretty good stuff for you overall, which is nice. Again, Blue Evolution could work too. Just a bunch of different options. You have Tech Broly, another slot 1 character that could really work here. Again, I bring up Tech Broly and Beast in like every single one of these team building videos at this point because they're like the two most consistent slot 1 characters we have available. In my opinion, they're still probably like the 3rd and 4th best characters in the game, right? I think it's very easy to go ahead and say that. And that will allow a lot of these different teams to flourish with these two if you have them. You could run like a villains kind of build for this maybe. If you get like Tech Cell in here, Full Power Frieza, right? Full Power Frieza, Tech Cell, Broly, Goku Frieza, right? Their count is extreme class at first, but it'd be a little wonky with Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, right? So you kind of do run a primarily Saiyan base for this setup, but I think it's a good team overall, and you'll be able to find a lot of success in the difficult content as long as you have the key pieces for this team. Of course, we brought up how this guy needs a Kamehameha ally from turn 5 for his active skill. So obviously, him being on the Kamehameha team is a no-brainer. So this is going to be the second team we're going to be talking about. Again, he only does need a Kamehameha character on the team, so it doesn't even have to be on the rotation, but he still is nice to go ahead and kind of get a bunch of these different characters together because they will link with him, like Super Saiyan, Kamehameha, Fierce Battle characters. Like, they're obviously all going to work really well with this guy. At this point, you can kind of run whoever you want. You can run these two. Let's say we put... We want a slot 1 here, though. Like, we do want to make sure the team build is very nice for us. So, I mean, again, yeah, I guess that's the only issue with this setup at this point. It's like, okay, who are we running in slot 1? I mean, it has to be Namagoku, right? He's probably still one of the better options here for like a character you would put in the first spot. If this character gets an easy A or the physical Super Saiyan 4s, well, they will get their easy A. If they become really strong slot 1 options, I think that'd be really nice. Yeah, but beyond this, I'm like looking here. Early on, it could be an issue a little bit potentially with having your characters kind of sit in the first spot here. Am I missing someone? I mean, Goku, right? Where's this guy? He could work on someone. Oh, wait, HLUI Goku's on the team that guy can obviously work just very well there. And yeah, again, once you have that slot 1 spot captured, you can pretty much run wherever you want, which is, again, it's very important for team builds. Maybe you want a supporting character. Super Saiyan, well, the thing about this guy on this team is he will give Super Saiyan 2 Gohan extra damage reduction and defense when he's transformed into Super Saiyan 4. This guy has a baseline of 20% reduction. That'll go up to 30%, which does make a difference. Even just 10% is really, really helpful. Maybe you want to run, I don't know, let's take off Namagoku and you have this guy. Maybe you have your 2 slot 1s right there with Diamond UI. This character will actually be providing support to the Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. You can run Int LR Gohan. I found that Int LR Gohan, he's a very useful character to run. He will be just like a nice little floating option. Link very well actually, they don't link together at all, so probably shouldn't even run this guy. Actually, now that I think about it, dang, that sucks, because that Gohan is a really nice floating orb changer, but they share the same name, so you actually can't really run him, unfortunately. You could get away with it maybe a little more on the full power team because there's less options, but there's way too many options here to where it's like you don't even need it as much. So Kamehameha, obviously very strong team, very good roster. This guy will just slide in there perfectly, and that's because another thing, for his intro, this guy is on the full power category team as well, so you won't have to worry about, oh, okay, now I have to get another full power category ally. No, this guy takes care of all of that, so you're good to go. All right, next we're actually going to be talking about the Battle of Fate team, led by Goku and Frieza. Now, I know a lot of people don't like this character too much, but their team is still very good. And, in short content, I think their team could be really, really strong. What I've been liking to do quite a bit is running Beast Gohan and Super Saiyan 2 Gohan together, right? As a rotation, having this guy and then Super Saiyan 2 Gohan together. Then this character is floating around, giving multi-turn support, 77% attack and defense, right? It makes Super Saiyan 2 Gohan get some really good damage numbers from what I found. And then at this point, you could pretty much run anyone else you want. You have a full power character. Maybe if you don't have Beast Gohan, you can run UI Goku there. You'll need to put another full power character, but let's say, I don't know, Jiren. Jiren's a full power character that could work. Maybe you could throw in a bunch of these other different options. I mean, Namagoku, again, is another character that does also work here. I think that's pretty nice. You could run the STR Super Saiyan Goku in short content. A team build that I run in shorter content is basically something like this. It is a little heavy on having 3 of the new LRs, right? Maybe if you only have 2, you could put Jiren here in this spot instead. But, this works pretty effectively for me in the difficult fights. So I think this is just a little team I wanted to go ahead and put in here as well. And yeah, it's very expansive roster. I mean, it's going to continue to get a lot of different buffs, right? Because it is the final bosses of every single, fight. You can also consider this guy as well as another Battle of Fate leader. So if you want to run like this physical Super Saiyan 2 Goku as your leader as well, I actually don't think that's a bad idea whatsoever. Maybe you could run a Goku Frieza leader, or you could still go ahead and run, this guy as just both your leaders, right? If you really don't like the Goku Frieza. But I think this Battle of Fate team is incredible. We can get the Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta Easy 8, they'll count here. This crazy team, I think that a lot of people are kind of overlooking because of their hate towards that character. But hey, I definitely wanted to go ahead and talk about it here. Now, I keep talking about how Beast Gohan's a really good partner for this guy, so Beast Gohan's team, another really good option. I'm sure a lot of you guys, you may have gotten Beast Gohan when summoning during the anniversary banners, or, maybe even last anniversary you got him, but he is available currently, and I think he's a very strong character to this day. I mean, he's arguably just even better than this Gohan, right? I think for sure. And the only thing on his team is that you do want to get another Kamehameha ally, but like these two are Kamehameha characters. You got, whenever these guys easy later during the celebration, if you have Tekuwahi counts, you can run. You get Namagoku's another character that just is here. Maybe not as necessary in this team because you'll have your 2 slot 1 characters with both Beast Gohans. But yeah, no, you have some really good EZA options just all across the board in order to just give you the Kamehameha restrictions. So not bad at all. Besides that, I feel like you pretty much can run whoever you want at this point because of the fact that Beast Gohan will be able to protect the team from turn 3 onwards. So if you're ever worried about getting hit by a super attack, you can kind of just be completely safe. Run Tech UI here, I think could be a really good option. Right, Tech UI being able to provide the domain later on. And then, maybe just run into Blue Evolution. That could be good. Maybe you could run the, even LR Future Gohan. He's another character that would fit here. I actually don't think he's on Kamehameha, though, which is really funny. I don't know why this character, they didn't put him on Kamehameha, it doesn't make sense to me because he does it for the active skill, but hey, whatever. Besides that, yeah, I mean, there's some other options here. Physical here, maybe not the best, but that's all good. I guess you could run Blue Cow and Goku Evolution Vegeta. They're not terrible. They're actually still pretty decent for an option. So, yeah, no, Beast Gohan's team is definitely extremely viable for the Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. And, I mean, yeah, I covered a bunch of his different teams. This guy, there's not really much to talk about him. As long as you got the full power and, again, Kamehameha allies, you're good to go. So, we'll probably end things here, but let me know what you guys are thinking, what teams you're going to run for this guy. You could even, thinking about it right now, you could run this guy on the Super Saiyan Trio team. I think the Super Saiyan Trio team is another very viable option for you, where this guy on that team will actually be able to perform quite nicely with the extra support and things like that. But appreciate y'all for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.